Alright, welcome to Old World Gaming. Looks like we have a new article that's dropped about the Old World. Old World Almanac. Warriors of Chaos assemble for the Dark Gods. That has come really quickly considering Dwarves have literally just come out. It feels like it's really quick. I haven't looked at this yet, so let's see what it says. Alright, far too long has the civilized world been allowed to sleep soundly, unaware of the dark forces that stalk the far north. But as the kingdom of Britannia looks to the south, and the empire of man continues its internal squabbles, this time of safety is over. The warriors of chaos have returned to the old world. Now, when I read that, I thought it meant that chaos was coming from the south, and that's a little weird because chaos is always at the north. But I guess that's because of the border princes in the south. Maybe that's what they're referring to there. Okay, there's a video on. I don't think it'll have any sound if I play this video. It's 43 seconds long. Okay, let's have a look, see what it's got. World of Legend trembles. Classic Chaos Warriors. Chaos Chariot, Chaos Knights. As the shadow of chaos grows. I don't actually have any of those Chaos Chariots. They look very cool. Or the plastic Chaos Knights. My old Knights are the metal ones. Yeah, very good. Ooh, that's quite a nice looking battalion in that. Have we got a picture? Yeah, we got a picture down here. Okay, fine. Alright, let's see what it says here. The northern barbarians are amassing in numbers not seen for centuries with a battalion box, an arcane journal, and the usual accessories. 25 separate kits returning in plastic, metal, and resin, 2 weapon upgrade sets, and a made-to-order release. These releases will be split into 2 waves, and whilst there is a new special character featured in Arcane Journal, more on her in due course, there are no new miniatures scheduled in this release. A new special character without a miniature. That's interesting. Weapon upgrade sets. I have to assume it's for these guys because they used to have you could buy like great weapons or halberds for the warriors. So I would imagine it's something along those lines. All right, let's see what we get in here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, same again, 2, 4, yeah, 16. So 32 Chaos Warriors. They used to come, in a box of 12? Yeah, I used to get 12 in a box. So 2 units of 16. I mean, they're probably heavy infantry, so you can rank them in... so you can have units of 12. 24... and that'd leave you a unit of 8, I guess. That's not particularly useful. But 2 units of 16, you can only get 2 ranks. I would assume, I'm pretty sure they're heavy infantry, aren't they? And then 10 Chaos Knights. That's pretty good, actually. And 2 chariots. Yeah, very cool. Can you make these as Gorby's chariots? I can't. Oh, I can't remember. But I also wouldn't know. I feel like they look very similar. Yeah, that is a good looking battalion. It's probably going to be on the order of 100 quid, I would guess. I'll have to decide if that's good. I mean, yeah, that doesn't seem outrageous, to be honest. I'm just doing some maths in my head. Really bad maths, actually. I'm not going to try and explain it. I'll do that another time, I think. Okay, later waste to the realm of man with this heavy black armoured battalion box containing 44 miniatures and a new transfer sheet comprising 21 decals. That's 32 unrelenting Chaos Warriors, 10 fearsome Chaos Knights, and 2 deadly Chaos Chariots, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, they can also be built as Gorby's Chariots. There we go. See, I do know some things, even though... So, these came out in 8th edition and I wasn't playing in 8th edition, which is why I'm kind of only vaguely aware of them. But yeah, they're very good. So that, I mean, I actually do have loads of, I've got everything in here, they're just not not these nice models, but they're all in they're all in bits ready to be put together. I do have at least 2 Chaos Chariots, the old metal Chaos Chariots, and I've got 20 or 25 of the old Chaos Knights, maybe 20 Chaos Knights, metal ones, and 100 Chaos Warriors all waiting to be put together. But yeah, so I probably don't need this box set, but I do quite like these. I mean, Gore Beasts are cool, right? Anyway, let's have a look. This reminds me of the 7th edition. Was it 7th edition? Demons of Chaos book, but just because it's like everything's red. Is that? That must be a dragon, I guess. It looked a bit Hydra-esque, but it's a dragon. Giants as well. Yeah, very nice. Mutated guys. Available as a 48-page softback. 48. How many pages? That feels like a lot of pages. I don't know how many pages the other almanacs have been. 48-page softback book and a digital EPUB. The arcade journal is bursting with horrifying options and extras. There's lore, a scenario, 2 special characters, including Galrach, the Great Drake. It gives me an excuse to put my one together. 7 new unit profiles. 2 armies of infamy, the marauding wolves of the sea. Ooh, that sounds like a marauder army, doesn't it? And the mounted heralds of darkness. Nice. And new magic items. You simply couldn't tremble the realms of man without it. Mounted heralds of darkness. I guess that is a mounted force. Cavalry of some sort. And then the marauding wolves of the sea my guess is it's a marauder themed army, but we'll have to wait and find out, I guess. Warriors of Chaos accessories. You got your shiny dice and your reference card pack. Venerate the Dark Gods properly with this pack of 36 cards containing magic items, gifts of chaos, and spells from Lore of Chaos. Then venerate them even harder with this set of 20 dice in the iconic blackened iron and burnished gold colour scheme. Yep, gotta love your dice. Returning plastics. I thought it was the end of the page then. I was like, oh, what happened there? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a nice Manticore actually. Again, that came out in 8th edition when I wasn't playing. I'm just looking at it, imagining a Dark Elf on it. I do like my Dark Elves. But yeah, Manticore's cool. Alright, what else we got? Wizard and Warrior. There's big old horns, aren't they? I've not seen... I vaguely have seen this guy. No, I don't think I have. Is there one that was riding on a disc that's very similar to that guy? Yeah, that's a big old glaive of some sort, isn't it? Yeah, cool. I guess these are plastic guys. Chimera. That's a Chimera, isn't it? Yeah, look at all his heads. Yeah, very nice. That came out with Storm of Magic, was it, I think? If I recall. Now, so, the Dragon Ogres. I do love the fact that they made plastic Dragon Ogres again. They came out in 8th edition when I wasn't playing. I've got a bunch of metal ones I need to put together. What I really don't like about these is they look like these paws, just like stuffed toys, just like chubby and not very dexterous. And just the way that they're holding them. That's what I don't like about these guys. Like if you didn't have the front limbs, the feet. I don't know, the legs and the feet just look dumb. But I don't know. I'd probably be fine. I'd have them in my army. But just like when you compare them to, I don't know, like the Dark Elf Cold Ones, which came out years before these guys. The Cold Ones claws are so much nicer, and these just look like they do look like they're stuffed toys or puppets, or I don't know. They just look so lame. They've done that has happened on various models throughout the years. I'm thinking of like Dark Elf Hydra. Dark Elf Hydra's always looked a little bit weird. They've never, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning about them. But it's cool. Plastic. What's not to like about plastic Dragon Ogres apart from the things that I've said? Hordes. Wow. I take it that this means they're going to release them in boxes of 32. That's an unnecessarily large amount of Chaos Warriors. Like, most of the guys in the unit don't get to do anything, and they're expensive. They're Chaos Warriors, so I don't think I would ever run Chaos Warriors in units that big. I mean, now that you can't even get 3 rank bonus with Chaos Warriors, would I even run them in units for 20 anymore? I don't know. I don't know. It's something to think about how many guys is optimal for a unit. Maybe like units of 12 is probably quite good. 6 wide. Maybe you want 18. 6 wide, 3 deep. Get you 2 rank bonus. Do you need your rank bonus? Maybe you don't need your rank bonus. Maybe you bring along Marauders for the rank bonus and have these guys just to be hard hitters. I don't know. Some things to think about. I've not tried working out a Chaos Warrior based Chaos Army. I mean, I did we did a battle report using Chaos Warriors, but it was mainly what do we have in the army? I'm trying to remember now. It was Nurgle based, so there was a chariot. There were no foot troops. Were there any foot troops? I had Spawn. Spawn in the army. Wolves. Chaos Hounds, sorry. And Knights. Yeah, so there's no foot troops. So yeah, I haven't considered what I would want in a Chaos Army with foot troops. But like I say, I've got 100 of these guys on sprues, which I want to build it something. The theory behind that was to have a unit of 20 for each god and 1 for I divided. That's why I've got 100 on sprues. And again, I mentioned I've got like 25 knights because I wanted a unit of 5 for each god. So I could do my mortal army led by Archaon. And I've got 3 hell cannons. That feels like that's unnecessary as well. But who knows? One day I might get around to building it. For now, they'll just stay on sprues in their boxes. But yeah, I mean, now that Old World's back, they're far more likely to get done than before it came back. So, hooray. Now for the good stuff. Ooh, that's exciting. This is not the good stuff. I mean, this is good stuff. I love plastics, like these. And I probably might, at some point, get some of these Dragon Ogres, even though they've got derpy looking claws. And this guy's cool. I do like this. Yeah, very nice. So now for the good stuff. Six kits are returning in plastic in the first wave of releases. Oh wait, these are the good stuff. Okay, fine. The Chaos Lord on Manticore, the Champion of Chaos and Chaos Sorcerer, the Chimera, the Dragon Ogres, and the Chaos Warriors. This is easily enough to form a solid core of any army, and shatter the walls of any city you choose. Yeah, I'm surprised Marauders aren't here actually. They've just, yeah, interesting. So the Marauders, they've just re-released, not re-released, they've just replaced Chaos Marauders with very dynamic looking ones for AOS, which are very nice. They probably don't know how well they'd rank up, but there we go. Obviously they have recently, in the last, like a year ago, made some very dynamic, maybe it was 2 years ago now, looking Chaos Warriors. And I was thinking, I do really like the nice kind of posed dynamics, the only word I can think of right now. Chaos Warriors, and I'm tempted to get a box of them to use them as like my champions and stuff for my all my different units. But yeah, there we go. So wow, this guy is well old. I mean, so is this guy. Now, is that Crom the Conqueror? I'm trying to remember the difference between. There was another. They released 2 at the same time. One was Crom the Conqueror. No, Crom the Conqueror was standing on someone's head, maybe an orc or something. I can't remember. And one generic hero and Crom the Conqueror, who were both in very similar poses. Basically the same model, just adjusted. But yeah, this guy's 6th edition. He's 6th edition as well. I don't know if I like this guy, you know. But yeah, I mean, he's cool. This guy looks awesome. He's from a picture, isn't he? Is that? Yeah, I feel like it should have been an axe maybe, but yeah, I think he is from maybe the inside cover of 6th edition book. Do I have that? I might have that over there. I can't bother to look for it right now. But yeah, there's so I think he came out in 8th edition, and he was inspired by a picture, an older picture of a Chaos Champion. These guys, 6th edition as well. I never really liked them. They're a bit janky looking, but I mean, if you're into your ogres, the double-headed guy there. Oh yes, they did a whole bunch of them. I mean, they're nicely armored, and they certainly are very chaotic. So I guess, yeah, I mean, they fit the bill really. They're very chaos ogre-y. Chaos trolls. They look much nicer than the ogres. They're just generally nicer sculpts. They all came out in the 6th edition, but these again just look a bit derpy. But maybe that's the intention behind them. Whereas these guys actually look good. I think they look really good. I'm much more of a fan, you can probably tell, than the ogres. These were the old metal chosen, weren't they? Oh yeah, it did say in Return of the Metal. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Metal chosen with great weapons. I mean, that is a massive great weapon. It's like twice the size of him. So imagine compared to a normal person. Wow, look at that claw arm. I would guess that these, I don't know, are they going to be as expensive as like we've seen with the big uns and the dwarf guys? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on what they want to price them. If that's the case, it'll be like 30 quid for 5. I'm not loving that, but yeah, there you go. I ordered why is his head gone out of my his name gone out of my head? Prince the dragon, the dwarven dragon unit. Prince Ulther. I ordered him and the command group. I didn't order any more troops. I'm planning to use an old box set of 6th edition dwarves to make a unit for him. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I just couldn't bring myself to spend a ridiculous amount of money on. It feels like a ridiculous amount of money. 60 quid on 9 guys who are not all that great. But yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, this the kit. So the halberds and the great weapons. See, I do know some things. I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Great, cool. There we go. So that's all the metal stuff. Yeah, they did used to be metal. I'm a little bit surprised they're coming back in metal and not resin, but whatever. But that's not all. Wait. Return of metals. Yeah, here we go. 8 more mighty champions of chaos are returning their metal forms. The Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, the Chaos Sorcerer on Chaos Steed, a Champion of Chaos, the Chaos Ogres Command, Chaos Trolls and Chosen and Chosen Command. 8 more mighty empires. Are these? Are they saying these are the 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they saying these are 8 champions of chaos? I don't know. Or are they saying actually you'll get 8 champions of chaos? Because in this, in 6th edition, no, he's 8th edition. 6th edition, they did a set of. So these were the undivided guys, but they did one for each god. So they did a corn guy on foot standing on a mound of skulls, and they did a corn guy on a demonic mount. It was just a horse, like this kind of type of horse, but with like a big old flowing barding. So that was corn. They did one for Sench and Nurgle and all the rest. So I was wondering if maybe they were going to re-release those. Anyway, returning and remastered resins. Also 2 weapon upgrade sets. Yeah, there we go. These are returning and remastered resins. So this wasn't resin when I bought my hell cannons are metal and massive and heavy. But yeah, I do kind of want to put my hell cannons together at some point. Oh, I love the Shaggoth. I also need to put him together. Oh, I feel like, did they update that paint job? I don't remember him ever having that tattoo, but maybe you always did. I just never noticed. And this scaly bit. So I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, mine didn't. Oh, these are new to me. What are these? What are these? I've got no idea. It'll tell me in a sec. I've never seen these guys before. They remind me of. I was going to say Vargolfs. Is that what they are in Blood Bowl? What they used to be in Blood Bowl? Used to, and maybe they still are called that. When the Norse team got redone back in 2004 or 5. For Blood Bowl, this is. They introduced a new character which was essentially a werewolf, but for the Norse team. Now he still exists, but I do they call them Norse werewolf, or do they? I think it was Vargolf that they were called at the time. No, it's not Vargolf. Now I'm struggling to remember. Anyway, there we go. But yeah, those are cool. They're some sort of werewolf guys for Chaos, which I have not seen before. I will hold my hands up and say those are new on me. Were they, if they're resin, did they come out in one of the Forge World books? Or, I feel like they probably, that's a guess anyway. This guy's cool, not seen him before. Yeah, Chaos Dragon with extra eyes. Yeah, very nice. And like a fishtail. Are these meant to be... Yeah. It's got a weird looking chest. Warpstone Dragon or something. Interesting. Yeah, okay, fine. So some of these... he was definitely a Forge World one, wasn't he? So these are Forge World things that I have no idea about. I have seen him, but I don't really know about him. Interesting, alright. And still the flood of twisted nasties continues. Oh. This time in resin. Several of these kits have made the journey from metal to resin. Yep, like that. While others were formerly only available in the Warhammer Forge range from Forge World. That's what I thought. These models have been lovingly remastered with sharper details than ever. The Hell Cannon, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, the Skin Whirls, the Warp Fire Dragon, and Gigantic Spawn of Chaos. Yeah, so these three were Forge World ones. That's why I've not really seen them. Because Forge World, for a long time, or Warhammer Forge in this case, was very much kind of a niche entity and not mainstream at all. And you only really knew that Forge World was bringing stuff out if you were paying attention to the Forge World stuff. It was never really heavily advertised, I don't think. Certainly not on all the shelves and stuff in the stores. So that's why these are a little bit foreign to me. But yeah, very good. Alright, here we go. Metal made to order. Classic Demon Princes. These are really old. Like, these were certainly around when I was playing 5th edition. I don't know if they were... I feel like they possibly were earlier. So these are actually the same kit, just with different arms and heads and tabard. You'll notice the... you can just switch around his different tails. So the torso and legs basically, and the wings are all the same kit. And then yeah, they've got different arm sections and heads and stuff. So are they going to be selling these two specifically, or are they going to give you a load of options for different heads and arms and things like that? We'll have to find out. But I guess they'll probably just be a bundled set, because they don't really do, like back in the old days, you could have a list of different parts and you just order all the bits that you want. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I miss those days. But yeah, there we go. They don't do that anymore, really. And then the 6th edition Spawn. There are 4 units returning in metal on a made-to-order basis. These are the Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Chaos Steed. Not displayed here. Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Chaos Steed. I don't think they're referring to that guy, are they? Chaos Sorcerer on Chaos Steed? No. Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Chaos Steed. Is that the 6th edition one, or is there... so there was kind of like a hooded one. I was going to say with like a melty face. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know how to describe him. He was hooded with a staff that like had his face on it as well. Anyway, maybe it's not that guy. There's the Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Chaos Steed, the Demon Prince with sword, Demon Prince with axe, and classic Chaos Spawn. So there you go. So I guess they are going to specifically give you these guys, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Wave 2. Here we go. Whoa, this is actually... Okay. Good to know. So I guess this lot's wave 1. This is so much stuff. That's very good. Okay, so here's the Marauders. Wave 2. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 again. 32. Okay, this probably makes more sense to have 32. Because you need more Marauders. They're just generally worse compared to Chaos Warriors, but that's fine. I don't think they would disagree with that. Yeah, Chaos Marauders, they are what they are. They've been around for like 24 years now. They're coming back. Well, everything. Well, I say everything. I mean, these guys are older, but anyway, there we go. Yeah, these are nice, much nicer than the old 6th edition Marauder Horsemen. So these are 8th edition guys, and they're just very, very nice. I really like them. I was never a huge fan of the 6th edition Marauder Horsemen, which is probably why I never got any. However, these I could get because I like them a lot. That's all I have to say about that. Chaos Steeds. Okay, their second wave because they're in the battalion box set in the first wave. I was like, I feel like we just looked at them. Again, they are really, really nice. I could definitely see myself picking some of these up, and they could easily be chosen in my army compared to if the other ones were just normal Chaos Knights, these guys are very good chosen for my army. So yeah, I think that's I've talked myself into buying them even though I've got 25 Knights already. Chariots, yep, I would probably buy them for Gorby's Chariots because I do have some other chariots already. They're really nice though, and these are cool looking horses. But yeah, very good. And I already do have loads of wolves, but mine are the old, again, 6th edition metal wolves. These are really nice plastic wolves. They've got some interesting mutations on them. Eyes on stalks, or no eyes, just hair. Yeah, very cool. Nice, very nice. Yeah, that's very good. So these are all plastic kits. I mean, there's a lot of options of plastic kits for Chaos, which makes sense. Chaos have always had kind of like the larger ranges, just because there's so much variety. But this is lots and lots of plastic kits. So even if you're not a fan of metal, you've got lots of options. So yeah, very, very good. Very good. Okay. Were this horde of horrors not sufficient to sunder the world of man for good, reinforcements muster further out in the Chaos Waves, arriving in a second wave a little later. These include the Chaos Marauders, the Marauder Horsemen, the Chaos Knights, and Chaos Chariots, and Chaos Warhounds. Ooh-wee, that's a lot of chaos. That's what I said. Take it from us. If you type the word chaos often enough, it really does lose all meaning. Anyway, the Warriors of Chaos will be available to pre-order soon. There we go. Very good. Yeah, that is, I mean, it's just loads of stuff. I'm very impressed by how much is coming out, and the fact that they've given us the old Warhammer Forge stuff is very good. Yeah, I've never seen this guy before. He just looked cool though. And seen these skin wolves either. Ah, you know what? Now I think about it, I was playing Warhammer Total War the other day. Who am I playing as? Oh, Bretonnians. And skin wolves were attacking, and they were really hard. I'd like I say, I hadn't seen them before, but they're a monstrous infantry, I guess, and they were just really hard. So yeah, but there were like 2 characters that I looked like skin wolves. I don't know if they were, but they were just so hard. They almost won the entire siege for the Chaos just on their own. But there we go. Yeah, very cool. Very good. Okay. I mean, I might have to get my Chaos out at some point. Now, for the most part, I think Chaos can be a very easy army to paint because you can get away with a lot of dry brushing on a Chaos army. I think so. Particularly for the warriors. Mainly for the warriors. Warriors and knights. Like this battalion box set, you could probably get painted up in not too long a time. So it does tempt me to get my Chaos out, just because they're a nice, easy army to paint. But yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I found that particularly interesting. It's very good to see all the things that are coming back. Plus, you've always got loads of options with the new Chaos stuff. So there's so much stuff in Age of Sigmar that you can borrow and port over. Just give them some square bases that you are very much spoilt for choice as a Chaos player. So yeah, cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video.